Congrats on the win, Parker. Obviously, a little bit of a rough start, but he seemed to really fatigue there. Were you surprised by that?
No, unfortunately. Nothing against the guy. All of his fights have been really short, so I wasn't expecting him to have decent cardio because he's accustomed to finishing fights fast.
Yeah, and I think they were saying a little bit on the broadcast, and you see some people reporting on Twitter that he just joined an MMA team for the first time a month ago.
Hey, that's incredible. For him to make it to the UFC on being essentially self-trained for all of his fights, and now he just joins the gym just now as he gets to the UFC. I mean, that guy's probably going to be here for a while. He's probably got nowhere to go but up.
Was there a moment in particular in the fight where you felt really that he was starting to fade and maybe break a little bit?
After our first exchange, and I stuck him with a pretty stiff jab. I could kind of see his demeanor and his body language change a little bit. And then when we wrapped up and we clinched and I clipped him with the knee to the body, I could just, I knew it was over at that point.
And how crucial was this win for your career in general? Were you feeling any sort of pressure that you really needed this one more so than others?
Yeah, I was feeling a lot of pressure. I'm on a 2-fight slide leading up to this fight. This was the last fight on my contract, so this one was for all the marbles, man. It's about as close to home as I'll ever get. I drove down here only 2.5 hours from where I live. First time ever of all now 7 fights that my wife and my mother got to be in attendance in the building to actually be here firsthand. This was a huge occasion for me, huge, momentous. I put a lot of pressure on myself more than anything. And my team really helped me put that pressure in the right direction and channel it properly.
That's great, man. Congrats on that. So how confident are you that you will get a new deal coming out of this?
I don't know. I think I'm feeling pretty good about it. I lost to Jailton before this, and he seems to be, virtually unstoppable. And the fight against Tafa, not taking anything away from him, but I made a mistake and he caught me. So I think I'm feeling pretty confident that I'll at least get one more go at this.
Yeah, and assuming you do, is there a timeline for when you'd like to fight again, and any heavyweight names that you'd like to fight?
I don't have any names in particular, but I would love to be on the Boston card coming up in August. That's another close to home fight, and I really kind of enjoy this, being close to home, being able to have friends and family literally in attendance. I like this. So, yeah, I would love that Boston card.
And just curious, your thoughts now that John Jones is a heavyweight and the heavyweight champion.
That was coming up.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we got to ask you guys.
Of course, everybody. You fought John Jones? But yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I mean, when you heard he was coming up and everything, it had been the talk for a long time.
Yeah.
What did you think about what you actually saw from him compared to maybe expectations?
I didn't expect anything different from what he did. The first thing I thought when I heard he was coming up to heavyweight was, crap, I can't get away from this guy. No, the dude's an animal. He really is just, he's one of those guys that's on his own level. He makes short work out of the best in the division.
How do you think a fight with him and Stipe goes?
It's tough to say because I'm a big Stipe fan, but also, I like Jones and there's no denying his abilities. So I think that Jones would win, but I would love to see Stipe get back on top as well. But I think Jones takes that fight, unfortunately for Stipe.
And just last for me, you mentioned all the friends, family, and stuff like that. What do you do the rest of the night tonight with all them?
Honestly, I was just talking about this with my guys. Usually we're grab a case of beer and just go hang out. And I think I just want to, kind of disappear into my hole with my wife and my mom and just hang out, have a nice dinner, and just keep it chill tonight.
Hey, Parker. Congratulations. How's the first finish in UFC feel?
Amazing. Yeah, it's, better than sex.
Say less, man. Say less. And you said this weight, or this camp, you took off some extra weight. I know you didn't really get to go that long, but how did that feel coming off in there?
Amazing. It feel great. I was just asked earlier, like what was the biggest thing that I changed in my game plan with this, and it was the weight loss, because that impacted literally everything in the way that I perform. My gas tank went up, my explosiveness went up, my agility went up, and I just feel good, look good, look good, feel good, fight good.
And last one for me. I think DC misheard you in the post-fight speech. He said that you got your black belt taken away.
No. I got my black belt given to me in December.
That's what I thought. Thank you.
I tested in December, and I
Over here, congratulations on the win. So 22 fights in. I mean, how active do you want to be this year if you get re-signed and return to the UFC?
I just want to keep the ball rolling, man. We're 2 fights in for this year already. I'd love to get number 3 and possibly even number 4 before the end of the year. I'm injury-free. Little bruise on my shoulder maybe, but I'm ready to get right back in the gym and get right back after it. I'm staying busy.
Nice. And as a gritty veteran since 2007, obviously you contribute so much to the sport. I think your first fight was in Massachusetts, right?
It was, yeah.
You got to fight in Boston,
in Revere, Massachusetts. I got to bring it right back to where it started.
You got to fight in Boston, man.
Yeah.
It's got to happen.
Please, and thank you.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you, man.